Hey guys, so here is the case study on a website that we have used using AI content from Autoblogging AI to grow and scale this particular website. Now, in this instance, I can share the URL with you. So the URL is securitywick.com, which you can see in front of me. Now, I know it doesn't look aesthetically pleasing at all, but this was just for test purposes, just to see how well the tool would work. Now, what you can see on here is that we will have a bunch of informational content, which we use the godlike mode in the tool. Now, basically, it's how to unlock your door, how to use a door lock, so on and so forth. A whole bunch of very generic door lock information. Now, you can see that it is all text heavy. There's no images used. It does have a table of contents, and it is a whole heap of long form information. Now, bear in mind that long form part just for later on. Now, it's very readable in my opinion, and yeah, it goes straight down to the bottom. There's a little video that's been added to it, and so that's one type of content. Now, there is other content on there, which is the Amazon product review type of content, which is another part of autoblogging.ai. And in this example, you will be able to see again that the tool has basically come up with a long form article, which is a table of contents, pros and cons, what can be improved, blah, 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 all the stuff that you'd expect to see. Now, what it also does is places your link automatically for you on there as well. So within the tool, if you go to the tool, you can put in your Amazon link and the link of the product that you're trying to promote, which is always useful. So you can see that that takes you straight over to the relevant place on Amazon. So if you want to do Amazon product reviews at scale, this tool is perfect for you. Now, going back to the website, now you can see that it doesn't look great. There are some adjustments we could make, adding images and so on and so forth. However, that wasn't the purpose of why we were trying to launch the website. We wanted to make sure that the tool worked, what was sticking, what was indexed and what wasn't, and where the problems were arising. Now, on SecurityWick, if I go into posts, you can see that we added in 1,163 articles over a probably 6-month period, call it that. Now, the last articles were posted at the end of July, as you can see here. Now, there's 1,163 of them. Now, what does that transpire into in terms of clicks, impressions, and all of that kind of good stuff? Now, what you'll see here is that the website has slowly increased, both in terms of impressions and clicks, consistently over the last few months. So is that content working? Is that content being indexed? Is this sequence of events working? Now, again, we can go to analytics. Now, of course, obviously analytics is going to have a dip off there because this week has just started when this video is being recorded. However, if we look at the last year, we can see that on a week-by-week basis, this website has been growing massively. Now, if we look at the acquisition overview, we can see that the majority of the sessions on this website come through organic search. Now, again, we can't. I hate the new look analytics, so I'm going to go back to Search Console. But you can see the constant growth of the website. Now, first things first, have all of the pages been indexed? The answer is no, but what we are seeing that they are slowly and surely getting indexed as we go. Now, that's obviously something that we are aware of and we want to try and improve upon and get more of those pages indexed. Now, when it comes to looking at the overall performance in terms of web clicks and so on and so forth, I'm just going to go back to the last 12 months. As I say, it started off fairly slowly here, took a bit of time probably took about a month to kick in, and then you can see slowly but surely those clicks started to increase fairly rapidly as we went with that small amount of content. Now, I know there's other people in the industry out there that have added 500,000 articles to a website. Now, we can also go and see what queries are working well, how to install a CCTV camera, and all that kind of stuff. We can see which pages on the website are getting the most impressions and the most clicks. We can see what countries, what devices, and all of that kind of good stuff, as you can see in Search Console. So we can see what's working, what's not. Now, this is something I have released to my private mastermind. Now, obviously you guys can go away and reverse engineer what's went on here. The content is long form. As far as I'm concerned, long form content works very, very well. I would argue that so many people who are trying to do topical clusters are causing themselves cannibalization issues because they've got multiple pages, maybe targeting a lot of similar related keywords. I think long form content is really, really important, and then potentially breaking off and adding supporting articles works very, very well for me. But anyway, I'm going to leave that to one side. But what we can see is someone else picked up upon this, is they're saying that a lot of AI content writes as the third person. For me, this writes in the first person. Now, if you want to reverse engineer and look at all these kind of small details as to why this may be working, someone did come back to me and say, Craig, a lot of that's written in the first person. Do you think that makes a difference? Does it make a difference? I don't have the definitive answer for that, but it is something to consider. For me, having had a look at the content after that person picked up upon that, it would appear that it does write in the first person. And for me, that could be something that's really, really important if you are reviewing Amazon products, or if you are speaking on your own website. Do you want to sound like a third party? Is that something that Google can identify relatively easy and maybe not give as much weight to that content? Now, as I say, not a scaremonger or anything like that, but that's something that people have looked at. Now, you can go away and identify what's been done on here, the quality of the content. It is all long form. If I go back to the content and into the posts, I'm just going to pick something at random. You will be able to see 2,400 words according to WordPress is on there. So that's 2,400 words. Was there any schema or anything else added to this? Absolutely not. There's nothing else other than pure content being added to this website. So we do have the Rank Math plugin, which many SEOs love. There's no other real crazy plugins. Again, when I was going through this with my private mastermind, people are like, what have you got on here? We've got Classic Editor, we've got Disable Comments, Featured Image, header and footer scripts, a few other bits and bobs there. Rank Math, really simple SSL. I don't even know why Smush is on there because there's not a huge amount of images. Table of Contents Plus and WP Rocket. So there's nothing really on there that is going to enhance this website as such. It's just some of the standard plugins you would expect to see on a website. And that's it. You know, that is what we done. We basically put on all of the kind of content on there. It did take a little bit of time to get indexed. It did start slowly, but you've got to persevere. We didn't change, and we now have the 44,000 clicks in the space of probably since April till now, which is September. So, you know, within a 6 month period, we've been able to get 1.47 million impressions, 44,000 clicks, consistent growth utilising Autoblogging AI. Now, what would happen if we'd done 2,000, 5,000, 10,000 posts remains to be seen. We wanted to do it in a normal way, and we didn't want to go in weighed in with 500,000 pages or anything like that. Is that likely to lead to any kind of problems? Who knows? You've got to do your own testing. But as a result of testing Autoblogging.ai, we've seen a positive performance here, and the website actually has made some money. If you again want to go look at it, it has Amazon links, and it does have Google AdSense on it, which gives you a very small amount of money. But we only wanted to stick that on just to see what happened and see if we could make money from the traffic that the website's got. And indeed, we have made money from that. So it's definitely something that you can utilize as part of a strategy. So if you want to build things out in bulk, then Autoblogging.ai is certainly something you want to consider.